Hello! Today I would like to present you this absolutely beautiful and unique Polish civilian gas mask, model number GSP-M, but with a tiny difference. They came with a little bit different naming. This, as I told you, it is a civilian gas mask, and the primary use case was for industrial worker, but also a little bit in different configuration. They were used by firefighter and the mining rescue. What's making this mask extremely unique is this wiper that is behind that absolutely beautiful panoramic window that is giving you a really great view. And when it's going to be fogged up, since you cannot clean it from inside, you can rotate that element, and as you can see, the wiper is clearing up your window from the inside. Just take a look how beautiful it is. Here you can see the deer that was inside, and it is basically allowing you to clean any fog, and this is how it's presented from inside. So you go like this and you can see everything back. Yeah, this is absolutely crazy. Let's make a visual inspection. So as you can see, our glass panel is being covered by that metal frame. It looks absolutely amazing. Here we've got our air exhaust and the air intake, but I will tell you something about it in a second. Even after so many years, the rubber is very good. Here we've got our stripes for mounting into head. Here is another very interesting thing. Our seal is made out of leather. Just take a look, or maybe it is a synthetic. I'm not entirely sure, but that looks like a leather. You tell me. Inside here you can see that we've got our check valve for the air intake, and there is the exhaust. What is interesting, you can basically do a service repair without any tool. You can remove it, you can swap it out, which is absolutely amazing. Here we've got our harness that is being used for securing it on top of our head, and the mounting process is very interesting, because here we've got element that is going to be around our neck, so you can walk with this mask being not worn. And to put it on top of your head, you are grabbing that piece of element and you are locking yourself here. Then you are grabbing that part and you are latching it here. And as you can see, you've got it nicely mounted on top of your head. So this is how it's presenting. Very interesting design. If you watch movie Chernobyl, most likely you were remembering this scene with divers. And they were wearing similarly looking masks, but there was most likely a closed circuit. How to know that you are dealing with a regular air filter or fresh air supply, or with a closed circuit? On the closed circuit you will have a metal divider here, and also usually screw, and one side is going to be your exhaust and the second air intake, and they are going to be divided into two separated holes that will go into the CO2 scrubber. So yes, they were very widely used for civilian application, and now we have to ask ourselves why we do not see this wiper, which is a brilliant idea, on modern gas mask. Here we've got a regular gas mask with absolutely a large field of view, and we do not have any wiper, and our mask is not fogging up. So what's going on? And solution for that problem, solution for us breathing out moist air that is going to be condensing on that glass panel was very simple. And if you take a look here, here is our air intake, here is our air out. If we take a look at this modern gas mask, you will see something special, and we've got that internal mouth face piece element that's got those check valve. So what's going on over here? And this extremely clever idea is making sure that when we are making our breath in, we are supplying the cold air into our window, into that portion that is on the outside of that internal mask. And when we are making our breath in, those check valves are opening and we are breathing into our lungs. But then when we are breathing out, those check valves are closing, not allowing the hot moist air touch our glass, but they are going through the exhales that are located here. As you can see, that very simple internal mask totally resolve our problem related to fogging up. We do not need wiper anymore because our cold air is always supplied to the outside and we are not breathing moist air into our window. Crazy simple. And out of curiosity, I can tell you that I had in my hand a German gas mask that was panorama, just like that also have a wiper in form of a spring that was curved on top, covered in a similar material to that, and on both sides you had like a switches, and that spring was going down and it was like jumping. You were bending it and it jumped like that. So they were overcome the issue and allow you to have a curved glass, because here with a wiper like this, it have to be totally flat, so you are limited with the size. Just take a look at the size difference. As you were able to see, extremely interesting piece of Polish history. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you find it interesting. See you next time and bye bye.